Distinguished members, participants, ladies and gentlemen, very good afternoon. Annyeonghaseyo. I'm Bernadia I, Tjandradewi. I'm the Secretary General of United Cities and Local Governments Asia Pacific, UCLG ASPA. Greetings from Jakarta, Indonesia. First of all, let me begin by thanking Mr. Lee Jae-myung, the Governor of Gyeonggi Province, for his continuous support in expanding international development cooperation among local governments in the Asia-Pacific regions. I would also like to thank Gyeonggi International Peace Center for organizing this comprehensive forum to discuss the implementation of HDP Nexus for local governments in the Asia-Pacific region. I am really honored to speak at today's forum. Of course, it will be much nicer if I could join you and meet you in person, perhaps in the near future after this COVID-19 is gone or is over. So UCLG, we stand for United Cities and Local Governments, is a worldwide organization, worldwide association, and the only organization that is recognized by United Nations. It links more than 240,000 local governments and cities worldwide. And the Asia-Pacific region, this is very important region, is the largest regional section of UCLG. And we connect more than 10,000 local governments, including Gyeonggi provincial governments. And Asia-Pacific itself represents over 3.76 billion people, making up more than half of the world population. And one of our main goal of UCLG ASPAC is to promote strong and effective local self-governments by fostering unity and cooperation among members. We want to see much strong and effective democratic local self-governments in the Asia-Pacific region. So I was so delighted when Gyeonggi International Peace Center took an active approach to suggest our participation in this Gyeonggi Province initiative, which is to establish HDP Nexus Committee under UCLG ASPAC. As many of you are aware, Humanitarian Development Peace, or HDP Nexus, has been proposed as a comprehensive response to protracted international crisis. And this is much more relevant now than ever because of this COVID-19 situations. So UCLG ASPAC stands with the Gyeonggi Province that local governments in Asia-Pacific region should gather together and start to exchange ideas on various ways to incorporate HDP Nexus into the ODA projects or ODA programs. So in order to pursue this, setting up an HDP Nexus Committee should be the first step to take, and I trust Gyeonggi Provincial Government will provide the continued support to operate and maintain the committee effectively. There are three key implications of these initiatives. Let me highlight here. The first one is the implementation of HDP Nexus Committee will motivate local governments members in the Asia-Pacific regions to exchange knowledge and information on bilateral and multilateral ODA. So this is vitally needed if we as local governments are to keep pace with the fast-moving and increased numbers of emergency, increased duration of emergency around the world. So in order to be more prepared, the members, local governments should actively share lessons learned and find good and best practices. That way, all the members can cooperate more efficiently whenever needed. Second, building HDP Nexus Committee as a local government's level platform in the Asia-Pacific region will prompt the leaders of each member local governments and all key stakeholders to commit more seriously and play an active role in tackling urgent global challenges such as disasters, climate change, international conflicts, and many other humanitarian crises. So this will not only help strengthen the capacity of each actor, but also bring us a practical result which address urgent global challenges across the HDP Nexus. Last but not least, I would like to point out that the Gyeonggi Province Government's initiative closely aligns with the UCLG ASPAC views on the role of local governments towards SDGs. I think all of you are clear that more than 65% of SDGs targets must be done at the local level. This is why the role of local governments is extremely important. Asia-Pacific region is home to 49% of the world population, with over 50% living in urban areas. So it becomes inevitable to say that local governments, as strategic partners of national governments, should play a critical role in achieving a sustainable future. And thanks to Gyeonggi Province Initiative, UCLG ASPAC as the coordinating body will take this opportunity to encourage many local governments to voice their opinions and take up greater responsibilities by being more responsive to these global challenges. On that note, UCLG ASPAC, we welcome Gyeonggi Province Initiative and we are excited to be part of it. Local governments are the key players in sustainable development. So UCLG ASPAC expect to see the HDP Nexus Committee taking the leads and providing good guidance on how to enable effective, efficient, and transparent mobilization and use of resources. Another important aspect is access to funding, and this is definitely needed. So if it is done successfully, it would not only attract international attention, but also have our own set of best practices to share with the international community as a whole. So on this occasion, I would like to also reiterate my 5 visions, and these all align with the HDP Nexus. First zero is zero inequalities. I envision a human-oriented Asia-Pacific that considers the rights of all, including women, children, and youth. The second zero is zero poverty, a society where everyone has a home and food on their tables. This is something that we all want to see. A society that can have a basic services access, including education. So no one should be living in slum and on hand-to-mouth existence. The third zero is a zero crime, violence, disaster, and accident. We want to see a safe environment, especially for women, children, and less privileged people, free from conflicts and disaster risk. We want peace and stability, and this is also very relevant to HDP Nexus. The fourth zero is a zero greenhouse gas emission and zero pollution. Every human being in this planet, in fact, every living being, has the right to breathe clean air, drink clean water, and live in a clean environment. And fifth and last zero is a zero intolerance and zero discrimination. Even with different faiths and beliefs, we must show respect to earn respect. We are all equal human beings. So let's work together to build a peaceful, safe, just, prosperous, livable and sustainable Asia-Pacific regions, and certainly happy society. And this is possible. With all of you, with many of the people, we will be able to achieve this vision. So once again, I thank Gyeonggi International Peace Center for hosting such a meaningful gathering. And I wish everyone fruitful and engaging discussions. Don't forget to smile, because smile will increase your immune system. So thank you very much. Kamsahamnida, and have a safe and healthy life. Thank you. Bye-bye.